All right, guys, welcome back. Really quick, let's do a recap once again of what we've covered so far. Keep in mind that when you join the group, Beat the Dealership, my goal is to make sure that you save at least $1,000. And you can do that easily in the front end if you follow the first couple of steps. So, with that said, remember that the first step is that you have to find your own financing, okay? If you let the dealership do that, remember they can mark up that APR by up to 4%, which means a lot of money out of your pocket. The second thing is once you get the financing, you have to determine whether you're going to finance that vehicle for 48 months or 84 months. And obviously, that's going to be based on what the bank gives you and based on your finances. Okay. Step number three, we covered offers, incentives, cash back, special financing, and this is from going over to the website, which we can do that now. The last time we actually went over a Chevy Malibu and the incentives, offers, special financing it had. From what I recall, I think it was 20% off the MSRP, and that's over now. Right now, they have actually a 2750 off, which is obviously way less than what they had prior to this. And you have to keep that in mind that when you're doing this, that they actually have expiration dates on the offers that they have. For example, on this one is actually 2750. Remember that the ads come up on the right side when you're looking for your vehicle. It actually tells you 2750 cash allowance. If you go to NADA right here, it actually tells you the same thing. It's 2750 off from the MSRP. Now, what I'm going to cover today is called dealer holdback. Okay, but before I get into that, let's go over this really quick. For a Chevy Malibu LT, MSRP based off of what NADA has is 26,095. Now, if you go all the way over here, which is the lowest amount that anybody's paid for that car, is 20,970. So how do you get from 26,095 all the way to 20,970? Now remember that if you take off the 2750 from 26,095, let me do the math really quick on my phone. That's 23,345, which puts you right about here being the highest that anybody's paid for that car. But once again, if you scroll down, if you look at the incentives, if you click on this button, if you look at the incentives that it has, it actually gives you the incentive that this ad is running right here, which is 2750. If you keep scrolling down, you'll find the special financing. This is obviously if you do it on your own. Actually, no, I take that back. This special financing has to be from or through GMC, but let's keep scrolling down. Again, they have the 750 if you're gonna graduate, and it actually tells you right here, vehicles purchased by a qualified buyer must remain in service for a minimum of 6 months. And just keep in mind, look at the dates of when it expires. Usually everything expires on the same date. And then when you come back after that, there'll be a different offer that will more than likely expire within 30 days. It's usually a monthly offer, but just keep those dates in mind. You get 1,500 cash back if you do a lease. Okay, this is GM financing. Okay, this is not if you go to your credit union or any bank. This is through GM. They offer you 0% APR from 36 months all the way to 72 months, depending on what you want. Remember that if you finance it for 36 months, even at 0% APR, your payment's going to be high, but you're not going to pay any interest. Your payment's just going to be high, but you're going to end up paying that vehicle in 36 months. If you want to finance it for 72 months, your payment's going to be lower. And at the end of 72 months, you're going to pay the exact same amount that you would pay at 36 months. The only difference would be the payment being a little bit higher at 36 months versus 72 months, which would be a little bit lower. But in this case, it really wouldn't matter because you're getting 0% APR if you qualify for that. Now, if you look at here, you actually have a cash consumer cash program of 2,000. So that would be an additional 2,000 on top of this 2,750. So we'll add that up right now. So that's actually 4,750 off MSRP already from that. And then you have a Memorial bonus cashback, which is actually this weekend, which is 750. So now you're talking about 4,750 plus an additional 750. That's about everything that I can find. So let's go ahead and do the math really quick. Let's do 26,095 minus the 2,750 minus the 2,000 cash back. So that's 4,750. That puts it down all the way to 21,345, which is kind of in between right here, minus the 750 for the Memorial holiday. So that actually brings it down. Let's write it down right here. That brings it down from 26,095 minus the 2,750, then an additional 2,000 cash back, minus 750 for the holiday. That puts you down at 20,595. Okay, let's go back to NADA. So at 2,595, it puts you somewhere in here. Now, remember that, depending on the demand of that car, the dealership might be a little bit hesitant on giving you some of this, especially the let's see, not this from on the right side, the initial 27 cash back, but this one right here, the 2,000 cash back right there, they might be a little bit hesitant. Remember, they're always trying to make money one way or another, but it's there. If you mention it, technically they should give you that amount, but that is only part of what you can take off from the MSRP. Now, I found this on TrueCar.com, and again, you can look for it. You can look for it wherever you want. Just type in dealer holdback, and what this is. And I'm not gonna read the information, but basically, what this is a holdback is a specific amount that the manufacturer allows the dealership to keep every time they sell a car. So for example, we're looking at a Chevy, the holdback from the manufacturer to the dealership is about 3% off the MSRP. I don't know why this cut off right here, but it's the same as right here for for Cadillac configured MSRP. So you're talking about basically 3% off the MSRP. So let's go back to NADA. So if you take the MSRP, once again, 26,095 times 3%, that's about $782. So let's do 782. So let's do 2,595 minus 782. You're looking at around 19,813. Okay, 19,813. And right here, you're looking at the lowest of 2,970. Now, again, it's up to the dealership, and just because all this information's out there, it doesn't mean that they'll give it to you, or that they'll give you 100% of that amount. But this amount, the 2,750, they have to give you that because that actually comes from the manufacturer. Just keep in mind that when you walk into the dealership, just because they have, a deal like this going on, it doesn't mean that they're gonna, give you that deal right up front. Because if you don't know it, if you don't know that they have that deal going on, they're not gonna offer you right off, that offer right off the bat. Because if you end up buying the car at MSRP, then that's money that the dealership keeps. Not only does the dealership keep that money, but remember that the salesperson gets a big chunk off of that too, because the commission that they get is based on the MSRP of the car, the sale value of the car. Again, the sales guy doesn't have control over the amount that the car is going to be sold. Their job is just to sell you on the car and make sure that you fall in love with the car. But the $2,750 that's offered, that is a given. They should take that off, right off the bat. The other stuff is the stuff that you kind of have to negotiate with them. But with everything that they're offering, the $2,750 from the manufacturer, and then the $2,000 cash back, and then the $750 from the Memorial Holiday. So let me do the math really quick just to make sure that I got everything okay. 47.50, that's 21,345 minus 750. Okay, 25.95. Okay, so yes, my math is actually correct. So this amount right here, if you can get the car for just under 21, you should be okay. And remember, this includes the $2,750 from the manufacturer. This is also from the manufacturer, although it doesn't specifically say that. This is the Memorial Holiday bonus, and this is the holdback. Okay, a lot of people don't know about this. And if you go to TrueCar.com, just type in holdback. It basically explains, it explains what it is, which is basically what I said. It's just an amount that the dealership holds back that they are given by the manufacturer every time that they sell a car. So if you look at this list, because I know not everybody's looking for a Chevrolet. If you're looking for a Honda, it's 2% off MSRP. And just make sure that you look at this, because like for BMW, it's based on the invoice. So you would take the invoice amount, which if we go back to an ADA, and let's say that the holdback for Chevy was based on the invoice. If you scroll all the way down, it actually tells you the invoice amount, which in this case would be 25,086. So you would multiply whatever percentage the manufacturer offers. So it would be 25,086 times either 2% or 3%. But on average, it's anywhere between 2 and 3%. So with that said, now not only are you going to look for the offers, incentives, cash back, and special financing, make sure that you do not leave out the dealer holdback. 3% of a $50,000 vehicle, 50,000 times 3, that's $1,500. That's, you're saving over $1,000 right there if you look up the dealer holdback for the car that you're going to buy. So at this point, not only are you saving on financing if you do the lit work on that, you're also saving on dealer holdback. Plus, obviously, offers, incentives, special financing, but you have to make sure that you look for that information. That way you can take off as much as you can from the MSRP of that car. And again, keep in mind that when you go to the dealership, they might have an ad or a flyer posted saying $2,750 off the MSRP of this Chevy Malibu LT, but they might not. And if you don't know, you didn't do any lit work, you didn't go to NADA.com or any other site that gives you the information, then they're going to sell you the car at MSRP. And even if you go in there and you tell them, okay, well, I'll give you $1,000 less. Well, they're going to be more than happy to sell you the car for $1,000 less, because the manufacturer is giving them $2,750 plus the cash back, which is another $2,000, and then the $750 for the holiday plus the dealer holdback. So even if they don't make money off of you, the money that was provided from the manufacturer to them so they could give to you as an incentive, they're going to keep that. And that's money that you could have saved. So just remember that. Go to NADA, and TrueCar is probably the best site for that. Now, I'm not saying that I endorse TrueCar, but just like any other website, as long as the information is accurate, then you can use it, to your advantage. Again, I don't endorse any of the websites that I use. I just make sure that what they actually have is actually fact, because obviously I don't want to give you guys the wrong information, but I don't, whatever websites I use, it's just information that I find that I can use for the group. So I make sure that you guys save at least, at minimum $1,000. But as you can see from the example that we've used from the Chevy, we're up to almost $5,000. And this is just on incentives and offers. We're not talking about looking for your own financing, because right there alone, it should be at least a minimum of $1,000. So we're technically speaking of about $6,000. And this is only on the front end. Just wait till you get back to the finance manager when they try to sell you warranties and just bunch of crap that you don't need. That's going to be at least another $1,000. So, the more that I can save you, the more that I can help you save, the better that you're going to be off. Okay. So please make sure that you follow every single step. Make sure that you do the lit work and try to save yourself at minimum $2,000 to $3,000.